Just wanted to leave you a quick voice note. Please like and subscribe.
This video is presented to you by someone who is underpaid and overworked, so I decided to make a channel to see if I can quietly resign my job that I did once love.
Alright, well, I'm back with another episode, and this one is regarding Timothée Chalamet. Timmy Chalamet. A lot of people have called him Toyota Chevrolet. Anyways, here's a quick one. He went onto the podcast to talk about, I don't know what the heck he was talking about. I didn't watch it. I honestly didn't watch it. Maybe that's the problem. He criticized the ballet and the opera, and no one really wants to go see no one wants to see a dying art form or art. So maybe he knows about the ballet. Maybe he knows about the ballet, and found it boring and just decided to say how he felt, which is dangerous because you can't say how you feel in Hollywood. You definitely cannot. And not even in a small scale, not now with social media, not in a big scale. There was a lot of hoopla about him and what he said, and everyone went and started a bit of a riot, not a real riot, just social media, and everyone's defending the ballet and the opera, which, fair enough, I guess, that's nice. But if I have to be honest, I can name like maybe one ballet and one opera, like off the top of my head, you know. If I was put on the spot, I probably wouldn't be able to name either. So everyone that's just coming out and saying this is ridiculous, they probably also can't name a ballet or an opera unless they're in the ballet and the opera. So I'm like, all right, he said that. Was it out of context? I don't know. He just has to be careful. He just has to be careful with what he says. But all this to say, that is not why he did not win the Oscar. After watching Marty Supreme, which is a terrible film, it's terrible in so many ways. First of all, it's based in the 1950s and the music is 80s, so I don't know what the heck that's about, but already there, they lost me. Not much to do with ping pong. Didn't really see the passion of the ping pong there. I did check afterwards because I was baffled. I was like, what is this? Why is this even up for an Oscar? It is so bad. It's almost as bad as his film, was it Complete Unknown? I don't know if that was the film, the Bob Dylan film. I'll have to double check. Yeah, A Complete Unknown. The first just seconds of him walking, I just couldn't stand it. I'm not a Timothée Chalamet fan, but I can tell you none of his films. He just seems like he's one of those actors that look like, I'm very depressed and I just want to drink a whiskey at night and I'm just like such an artiste and I'm just such a, method actor, and that's what he looks like. Very makes his life look like it's so dramatic and so hard to be him because he's such a heavy artist. But to be honest, he's just a twat. He's just a moron from what I have seen of him, and that's why I had no opinion before this whole Marty Supreme, I think press junket where he just decides to rap with like some rapper from Liverpool or Manchester. I don't know where the heck that guy is from. I don't even think that's got anything to do with Kylie Jenner. I don't know if that got to his head. I did hear allegedly that when he was in school he would just date the hottest women or girls in his high school. So he's that kind of guy. He's that kind of dude. I'm not a fan of Dune, so I've never watched Dune. But anyway, back to Marty Supreme. Seriously overrated for what the film was. I mean, the majority of the film, spoilers, step away now if you don't want to know. Although it's not spoiling anything, it's a terrible film, so you can just stay here and, get the gist of it. But the majority of the film is him and this dog, like a situation where the bathtub falls, crushes this guy's arm, asks him to take the dog to the vet, gives him $50, I think, to take the dog to the vet, which I think was a lot at the time. He's got a bag full of cash. Then him and Tyler, the creator, go get into Tyler, act. The creator is a taxi driver. They go to a bowling alley. He's waiting for a lane, sees people playing ping pong, decides to hustle with Tyler, the creator. They get a bunch of money. They have to go get gas. They fill up gas, and then these guys that they hustled come along, start a fight. Anyway, nonsense ensues, and the dog, he's in the middle of like pumping gas and then sprays gas at everyone. There's a fire, obviously, and the dog's running out and they lose the dog. That is the first bit. You think like, oh, they lost the dog and that's it. You actually think that maybe the dog died, but then they showed the dog alive. What a terrible film. I'm sorry, I'm just going on about how terrible this film is because it doesn't stop there. He then finds the dog, and the person with the dog has a shotgun, mentally ill, doesn't want to give the dog back. Then he goes back again with the owner of the dog to get the dog back, and everyone gets shot apart from him. But anyway, all this to say, it's a terrible film. The plot is complete. They lost the plot completely. I think the beginning was as exciting as it could be, where it was about ping pong. There was no cinematic ping pong camera moves or any drama to it. It was very much like there wasn't much going on. I do have to say the cinematography was pretty good, the lighting was good, but that's about it. I don't think I think he was overacting actually, so he didn't deserve it. Whether he made that ballet or opera comment, I don't think he should have won. So anyways, that is my analysis on Timmy. He's just someone that I can't stand. Actually, no, that's a lie. He is someone that I just don't think that I think he thinks that he's as good as Leo DiCaprio. And Leo DiCaprio, arguably, even if he's not, I think he's a great actor, and some people might think that he's always playing himself. I think he chooses very, very good films, but he always has a great ensemble cast. But I think he makes good choices, and I don't think this film I didn't see the vision. I mean, actually, in fact, when I was watching stories about the real Marty Supreme, his actual story seemed like he was a very confident guy, was down with everyone from like pimps, from like singers or musicians, or all in that New York scene. He was just hustling, and then he wanted to become a ping pong player, but he seemed passionate about the ping pong more than the hustling. But we didn't see any of that. We didn't see why he liked ping pong. We didn't see anything in the actual film. But the biography of what I heard about the actual Marty Supreme, it's a very interesting story. I think he died in 2012, so not too long ago, and he was still playing. He was still, he seems like a very confident guy and a bit stuck in his ways, but he did say himself that he was always trying to improve his ping pong. So I don't think as arrogant as that film showed. Mind you that it wasn't a biopic. They did pick scenes or things that happened to the real Marty Supreme, which I can't remember right now what his last name is. But the real Marty, it wasn't really based on his story. It just elements of it, which is a damn shame because I think the actual story was a lot more interesting. So this is just my take about Timothée and his Oscar win and the movie in general. I'm not going to go on to any of his other films. A Complete Unknown is a complete terrible mess. I didn't actually watch, or I can't remember now, Call Me By Your Name, but I know that a lot of people said that was a great film, so I can't speak on that. But I think Dune, I mean, it's fine, but I watched Dune and I'm like, he can be, any other character can play it. I don't think that he is, when I watch a film and I think that they're a great actor, I think no one else could have played this part. And I think Timmy's very replaceable. But here, it's not a bashing contest against Timmy. There's a lot of other people that I really don't like. So anyway, that voice notes with Deepika Jones, and I'll be here next episode talking about other celebrities that I don't like, or people that I don't like, or things that I don't like. I haven't chosen yet. But thanks for listening. Bye.
Just wanted to leave you a quick voice note. Please like and subscribe.